This is my ode to Oprah. I guess the story is self-explanatory. I'll just read it. Dying to meet Miss Winfrey. Now I'm going to give you a mashup of stories. A lot of you will have mutual feelings and experiences about some, all, or one of the stories, but you will relate to a part of one, guaranteed. Now I love everything Oprah. I breathe Oprah. I love Oprah. I swear by Oprah. This is not open for debate or discussion. This is not a requirement for this group. I have for years been trying faithfully to get tickets to see the Oprah show taped, to sit in her esteemed audience and hang on every vowel that floats from her lips. I'm not joking. I used to call for hours trying to get through on the phone lines. I would plan my days off of work around it. I would have like 5 phones going and redialing and redialing and redialing. Well, you get the picture. I've written hero letters about people. I've begged, I've pleaded, I've marked shows I would want to be at as a special audience member. Nothing. Then came the computer-generated chance to get tickets. This was it. This was going to be my shining moment of glory. Oprah was going to get the chance to meet me. Good for her. Then nothing. Here I have to admit my biggest mistake of my life. I applied for one of those last-minute tickets to a special show. A week later, I found an email to contact someone at the show. I screamed literally. Then I realized I was 6 days too late. I had not checked my email quick enough, and the chance was gone. I had blown it. Oprah was not going to see me, meet me, get the chance to be my friend, and have lunch with me. She will never know that she missed me, thereby missing out on the second best friend she would ever know. Admitting Miss King is her first and always will be. I am a realist, you see. Okay, so devastated, I picked myself up and kept trying. Then came the news, the big news. Oprah. My would-be best friend and lunch companion will be ending the show. No. How will I get by? Who will tell me what I'm doing wrong? How to fix it? Who will tell me how to find the good things in life and embrace them? How will I know what to call my favorite if I don't know what is Oprah's favorite? My God, is this what they meant when they spoke of the world ending in 2012? Now this may sound like I'm joking, but I'm telling the truth as I know it in my life, with a bit of humor maybe, but still my truth. So here I sit at the end of my story with only my truth, my fear of life without Oprah, having to face the fact with every passing week that Oprah, poor Oprah, may never meet me or have me in her audience. I will leave this story a bit unfinished now, since the season is still not over and I'm willing to give Miss Winfrey a chance to still have our paths cross, even if it is only to give up a high five as she daunts to the stage to tape her show. I will live in the clouds for the rest of my life if that were to happen. Now my life. I'm a city girl who's now older, lives in the Minnesota burbs, has grown children. Most exciting moments? I don't know. The movies? I used to be fun. I used to know fun. I used to exhale fun. I used to live in San Francisco. I truly left my heart there. I love to stay out dancing, dining, drinking, and, well, use your imagination on what a 20-something does in San Francisco all night. I chose to settle down. I chose to relax. I chose love. I fell in love with a family. I gained 4 great children and a whole bucket full of the greatest cousins, aunts, uncles, moms, and dads ever. They took me into their homes and hearts and accepted me as one of their own. Now, being self-exiled from my own family, this newfound family made me yearn for my own biological roots. I wanted to mesh the two. I wanted my stepkids to meet my roots, to get a feel for where I come from. You have to understand we're talking crossing cultural lines, crossing country lines, cross religious lines. Would it work out? Could they know this much about me and still love me the way they do? Could they know all my secrets and still find me lovable? I wasn't worried about my family. I knew they would love anyone I brought home. They had always loved their little sis. If I sound a bit spoiled, well, I was. I am the youngest of 5 and a bunch of foster kids also. All my life, people have taken care of me. I'm naturally lucky. Maybe blessed is the right word when it comes to friends and family. Now don't misunderstand, please. I could fill pages and pages of complaints of abusive parents and raw deals in my life, of bad parenting decisions by them that led to me abusing my body, my mind, spirit for years. I smoked cigarettes like a fiend. I abused drugs to the point of overdosing. I broke the law. I ate till I was morbidly obese, and I spent money I didn't have, even before I didn't have it. I will not be talking about these things because this is what helped shape the person I am, and I like me. I will say that I no longer smoke thanks to my sister. I haven't done drugs in years and years. The worst law I break now is watching 2 movies and only paying for one. Now the eating and food, well, that will be a struggle to the day I die. I love food. I'm losing weight, but begrudgingly. Money, it's not the elusive fun thing it used to be. I love to shop and spend it still, but I make sure my bills are paid first and that I will never ever be in trouble again like I was. Saving is the part I still can't get, but life is about always learning, so that's that. All my vices, shall we say. Friends. I'm a decent friend. I'm loyal but standoffish, reclusive. I can be judgmental, which I hate. My friendships have withstood the test of time, though. I have friends as long as 30 years. Good friends. Friends that stick by you. The type of friendships that you can miss out on 5 or so and come back to like it was yesterday that you saw them. I have always felt like my friendships were exceptional, not common experience for people. I've always felt loved and like I had people I could depend on with no strings attached. I also feel I've become a better friend, someone those people could depend on, someone with something to offer. Now health. Health is something I have always been blessed with also. Never really getting sick, well at least until I was 40-ish. Then I began to stress in my life. Well, first went the gallbladder. Ouch is all I can say. 2 Krispy Kreme donuts and a whole cream cold glass of milk sent me to the hospital one night. Basically, they told me I was literally full of crap and that was causing me pain. They gave me some stool softener and said to go home. Well, tell a big girl at 6 in the morning after being in the emergency room all night, she's okay. And what it gets you is going to Denny's and getting a chicken fried steak and potatoes and gravy. Back to the emergency room. Well, they can't all be Dr. Oz's, can they? Gallbladder came out. A little bit later, my knee gave out under my weight, so I started to have knee pains and surgery that didn't really help. After that, I couldn't bend over or walk. I was just too big. So I fought for about 1.5 years to get gastric bypass surgery. Finally got approved. Passed the test. Lost a bit of weight as proof, and the day came. I was going to be thin. They doped me up, rolled me in, and went to work to make my body what I was meant to have. I woke up to the doctor holding my hand and looking at me like I was a ghost. He whispered to me something about we didn't do the surgery because we found something and tested it and you have cancer. What? You didn't do the surgery? I won't be thin? What the hell is cancer? Oh, that. Well, we'll get through that. Then you will give me the bypass, right? That is all that matters. Well, I would never get the bypass, as you probably can guess, so they got aggressive about the cancer. My family came running to my side, all family, bio and step. There was a lot of tears and a lot of doubts. I never really got scared, I have to tell you. It never really crossed my mind to be scared. It was like Just do what you have to and take care of this and get back on track. Remember, people take care of me, and they always have taken care of me, so it's fairly easy for me to let that happen again. I think that was just an aha moment for me. Wow. Well, doctor said we should do this, and I looked to my families to tell me what they thought. Then I said we should do it. I freely admit I didn't, and still to this day, 2 years later, pretend to know what was fully happening. Didn't really need to research or understand anything, really. I just had to trust my family and doctors. My luck held out. I had the right situation set up for the right set of circumstances in my life. I will spare those details, seeing how it is not a book. So they took all my female parts, my appendix, part of my colon, and scraped me out pretty good. I had appendix cancer, they discovered. I tried experimental treatment from the U of M. They really scraped out my abdomen and filled it with warm chemo. Changed it out every day for 3 days. It almost killed me. It was not my most graceful of moments in my life, but my family and friends were there for it all, no matter how much of an idiot I was. Then the regular chemo started. Still, I had no doubts that I was going to bounce back like nothing at all and still get my bypass. Every other week, nasty, gross chemicals flowing through my body, making me sick. Screw that. Cancer isn't bad. The chemo is what sucks. I took breaks and ran off to Mexico for a bit, California for this and that, Texas for special occasion. I loved my nurses and made friends with other patients. We played games while getting our therapies. We laughed, we complained, we mourned the passing of some of our friends and celebrated wins. Then my last session was about to start. Ugh, please, doc, please, can I just skip it? No, you really have to do it. You've been doing great. You're really beating the odds. Your attitude has made all the difference. This is it. Okay. Then bam, my fingernails started to itch like crazy. What the hell is this? Then my tongue started to swell. Hey, is this supposed to happen? Wham, they pull the curtains and start to work feverishly on shooting me with stuff and unhooking other stuff. Then when it was all over an hour later, turned out I grew allergic to the chemo. Haha, I win. I don't have to do my last session. Joy, I am cancer-free and no more chemo. Now let's mash it up. I returned to work slowly. I struggled more than I cared to admit. I was weak. Physically, I was sick quite a bit. I was embarrassed by my health problems. I shared most of it only with my partner and bits with friends and other bits with other friends. I became more of a recluse because of my health. I worked less and less. I tried. I really, really tried. And I felt like a failure. In retrospect, I was weakened by the whole year of fighting cancer, more than I wanted to admit. My friends and family were my heroes, and I wanted to be theirs. I didn't want to let them down and appear weak, unable to beat this. People who I had great admiration and respect for told me I was so brave and strong, that I did things they didn't think I could do. I was an inspiration. How could I tell them I was weak and in pain, that I couldn't get out of bed and I couldn't eat, that I couldn't bathe or take care of myself? My partner quietly took care of me. She held me up emotionally and physically. She let me believe I was okay. She quietly held me together as best she could. She is the hero of the story. How could I tell people I let the cancer beat me even though it was gone? Realize, please, right now, right this moment, I have never ever admitted this to anyone, even myself. Funny, it is also clear as I write it. But last week, hell, yesterday, I would have said I was beating cancer. Well, guess what? The cancer is back. I was just back in the hospital, and the whole thing is starting again. Now for weeks I have felt sick to my stomach, heavy, like I couldn't breathe. I could not get out of bed. I've lost 65 pounds in all because I couldn't eat. I knew the cancer was coming back. Most people who saw me knew. It was not a surprise. A surprise was what was coming. Knew I would do the chemo again. I had to for the people around me. I couldn't let my kids down. Crap, this sucks. I would rather die than do chemo again in my heart. But I won't say that. I won't hurt people too much. It will hurt people too much. I will bite the bullet and just do what I have to do, and that's that. For weeks, I had a gross smell in my nose that just made me want to throw up constantly. I even got a flu, sneezing and coughing all over, which never happens. So the big reveal comes. I get the feeling something big is coming. I'm in the hospital and my doctor is coming to see me. Okay, I rally the troops. I'll call in all of the closest family quickly as I can. She's coming and she's going to say something important. I can feel it. Well, the biopsy came back. You definitely have the cancer back. It's in your liver, abdomen, and lungs. It's aggressive, but we can be more aggressive. This is the plan. Chemo, chemo, chemo is all I could hear. I said nervously, "Can I ask a question?" A question I'm scared to ask. Scared to offend my heroes with. What happens if I don't do chemo? Well, the quality of life goes way up. You don't have as long, but you live better. Dare I look around the room to see what my heroes are thinking of my selfish question? They're okay. They're considering it. They're saying what a great question to ask. We were talking about it. We eventually end the conversation with tears, laughter, always laughter. And then here it comes, love. But love starts pouring out of the air. I'm renewed with love. I almost immediately feel better. I'm not sick to my stomach anymore. The smell is gone. I feel lighter. I have energy. I can't sleep. I'm so giddy with love and feeling good. I will die sooner rather than later, and it will be okay because my family and friends love me unconditionally, and I'm not doing chemo. I repeat, the only thing that brings me down is the pain this is causing them. I want them to know desperately that I feel good. I feel good with God. I am not scared. I will live longer than they think. I will live better now that I will not be having chemo. We can make some memories. And Paris be damned. I would rather sit and watch my son mow the lawn than to see Paris. Now I know what is important. One of my first comments was, how do I get to see Oprah? She needs to meet me now because time is running out. I will spend every moment I can with my loved ones, trying to bring joy to their lives like they have to me. I will spend every moment except the moment I will spend meeting Oprah. So there you have it. I am dying to meet Oprah.